Hello, my friends. So just giving a quick update on the last week. It has been a rough one. It has been one of many expectations being lowered and so on and so forth. As you see, I'm out. My son is at a scrimmage baseball game, so I am sitting here waiting for him with two of the littles. Okay, in just a minute, okay?
I don't want to watch Paw Patrol.
Okay, we'll figure something out in a minute.
Mom, it can be 5. It can only be 4.
Okay.
Now I'm coming back.
And as you
watch
see,
this.
I even felt well enough to braid my hair and get myself looking a little nice, except for this. So yeah, we are a week and 1 day post-op. I was released on Thursday. I think I did an update Thursday or Friday. Then Saturday night I was sitting in the recliner and I felt like I couldn't breathe and I flipped out and had an anxiety attack. Long story short, ended up calling 911, got taken to the hospital in the ambulance because I was post-op and just wanted to make sure everything checked out. Had a CT scan done and blood work done and everything was good. TMI, I did finally use the bathroom while at the hospital, which was like, you know, after surgery, even after delivering a baby, like that's one thing that they want you to do before you go home, and it's not an easy task, you know. And so got that done. I was there until about 5:30 in the morning, but I had sent my husband home around 4 because he had to get home to the kids and get some sleep before he had to get up and deal with them the next day, you know. So I ended up just sitting at the hospital waiting until about 7:30 and had my friend come get me so that I didn't have to bother with him coming back out. Anyways, so there's a lot that I have learned over this last week with a tummy tuck. So ultimately, I thought I'd done my research, and I thought a tummy tuck was a one and done fix. Like, it was a quick fix, and that I didn't really realize how much time went into the healing process. I'm not in any pain. I did, after I left that hospital that afternoon, I had another tightness episode, but I realized what it was, and I ended up taking half a Valium, and it knocked me out for 24 hours, and I slept, and my body needed that. So that's all the pain medicine that I have taken besides Tylenol. So it's not that it's like super painful, but you can't get around like you used to. You have to depend on somebody, hand and foot, for everything for a while. It's not like, in my head, I guess I seen it as like delivery, and like they tell you you're going to be, you know, you should expect to be down for 6 weeks, and most women, they're down for what, 2 or 3 days, and then they're back up to their normal routine. So I just figured like that recommendation that you were going to be down for 8 weeks was, you know, a recommendation, but it's not like you are going to be down for a while. I figured with my husband taking 2 weeks off, like I figured I would be already back to my original routine by now. But in all honesty, I'm like scared for him to go back to work next week, and considering having him taken off the rest of next week too. So I don't know, there's just a lot that you have to really consider, like, and expect me to be down.
No, I'm not.
Actually down. And I am a go person. I am not a person who just sits and watches the world pass me by. I love to be on the go, and so it's hard for me to just sit there and watch as everybody has to pick up my slack. So there's that. That's one of the main things that I think people need to realize with this surgery is that it's not a quick fix. It can take 6 months to a year for me to see final results and for me to like not have tightness anymore and whatnot. And like, I don't think mentally you prepare yourself for the tightness and the type of tightness. Like, you are stretched, literally. And so anyways, I did have my post-op on Tuesday. I got my lidocaine pump out. I have another post-op on next Tuesday where I will get one of my drains out. Hold on. So I get one of my drains out on Tuesday and the other one will be out hopefully on Friday. And a little look as to what the drains look like is this. They are attached to my binder that I have on my stomach with safety pins. You can see the output. That's in about 24 hours. I haven't changed them, you know, early on. They you get more output in them, and then they are like stitched into my side right there. I have one in each hip, and let me tell you, those are the most annoying things. The binder is sort of annoying, but I've learned that without it, I feel like I'm suffocating. Like at my pre-op, post-op, she took it off and I was like, put it back on, put it back on, put it back. Oh no, that was at the emergency room that night. And then when she took it off at my post-op appointment to take out the lidocaine pump and to check the incision and all, I was like, put it back on, put it back on. But I was proud of myself because last night I took my first shower with a shower chair. And I was able to take my binder off the entire time and I felt just fine. I just controlled my breathing and, you know, reminded myself it's gonna feel different. Like, I have hardly any feeling in my stomach right now. It's pretty numb. And that's to be expected. Like, you don't regain feeling for a while. That's another thing. Like, recovery is so slow with this and I just didn't realize that. Let's see, trying to think of things. I'm going to be quite completely honest with you. I've been on the fence of whether I am happy with the decision of doing this or not. Of course, the first night I had the vomiting and all that from the medications. And we kind of figured that one out as they were just, whenever they would give me one pain medicine and I got sick, they would just feed me another one. And I just had so much running through my body with the pain medicines they were trying to give me. And they thought that when I threw it up, it would get out of my system. And then with anesthesia and all of that, there was just so much running through my body that it was making me sick. So when I had the anxiety attack after the emergency room, I was contacting my doctor like, what can I do? You know, I'd already put my feet in hot water. I was singing out loud because that helps control your breathing too. And she was like, honestly, I think that if you take a Valium, you will be okay. You will not get sick. You just had so much going through your body that night. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll take half. So I took half and it knocked me out. But we kind of figured that, you know, the nurses basically was trying to keep me out of pain. But instead of consulting my doctor whether or not to give me a different pain medicine every time I'd get sick, they just went ahead and done it because it was ordered, and that's making me really sick. So up until last night, it was kind of one of those things where I was like, this is a big regret. Like, this is the number 3 thing that I regret in my life. I wish I'd never got it done. And I'm still like not completely happy that I done it. I was happier last night that I could take the binder off and not feel like I was going to suffocate, and that it seemed like I was on my way to recovery. But that's the thing, is like, you have to be in a good mental headspace when you get this surgery done, because your body is about to go through, one, a very dramatic change, and two, you're gonna feel like so worthless because you can't do anything if you have, you know, family to take care of and whatnot. So definitely make sure you are okay mentally when deciding to get this surgery done. I know this is a lot of talking, but I just want to make sure that these thoughts are out there, and that if you're considering this surgery, that you have your ducks in a row, because I think if I'd have known all of this beforehand, I would not have got the surgery done. If I'd have known how long the recovery process was going to be, like that it was legitimately going to be a long, you're not going to be able to skip out on it, I don't know that I would have done it. You know, I'm a mom of 5 kids. I don't have time to be down and out for a month or 2 months or longer. Like, I just don't have that kind of time. And so I started getting a little bit happier about the decision last night, you know, when I could see my stomach and I could take my binder off and whatnot. And I hope as the healing process happens, I will be more happy about it. But I think I can fully say that if I'd have known everything beforehand, I'd have never gotten the surgery done. I'm just not the type of person to be down and rely on anybody. I don't know.